So you've made your New Year's resolutions, you've set your intentions. Here's how to make them stick for 2020. I'm Amber Lynn Vital. Another new year, another set of intentions and expectations that we might put upon ourselves to do better, be better, look better, succeed better for this year to come. And at the root of it all is usually an inability to access gratitude for where we're at and what we have accomplished thus far and what we have in our life, like our kitties. And also a lack of self-love and compassion for oneself. You know, all success starts with compassion for oneself. I mean, and if my kitty loves me, I must be lovable, right? Oh, my goodness, she's such a lion. So I have 5 points that might help us to succeed this year, this time. So number 1, identify something you are grateful for in 2019. When we're in a bad space, it can be really hard. And it can be as simple as the blanket on my bed is really warm and cozy. Just start there. And then gratitude, like identifying a new beautiful flower in your backyard. Once you see one, you'll start to see the next one, and then you'll start to see them everywhere. So one moment of gratitude leads to many. Number 2, identify that thing that you want to improve or change. So this is just a reflection. It's just looking back and saying, I could do that better. And this is where you're sort of setting that intention and you're building up into the very concrete words that are going to be your intention or be your resolution. It might be something physical, it might be something mental, it might be a habit, it might be a vice that you want to let go of. Number 3, and this is very important, find a reason to be grateful for that thought, that habit, that pattern, or that action that you want to change. Find a reason to be grateful for it. My cigarette smoking has allowed me to overcome situations of anxiety and nervousness when I didn't have another tool, for example. That could be a way to start to consider letting go of smoking. You know, I just came back from a yoga class and I had set this intention before the new year to go to yoga more regularly because I know that it is good for my body. And instead of beating myself up for not being there, I want to identify and be grateful for the reasons that I have not been there first. Number 4, and this is also very important, identify what it is about that habit or that thought or that pattern or that action that serves you, right? You have to identify the reason why you have engaged in that in the first place. And then number 5, prepare to let it go. But in preparing to let it go, you have to come up with something positive instead. She's really chewing on the back of my head. You have to come up with something positive with which to replace it, or a positive outlook about it. And so I think it was Deepak Chopra who said, honey, you're going to have to come down here. I think it was Deepak Chopra who said that if you're going to quit smoking, first you have to really spend time with your cigarette. He said something to the effect of, sit down, pull out your cigarette, light it, smell it, inhale it, be with it, spend time with it, don't rush through it, taste it, identify how it makes you feel, identify how it is serving you, and identify what about it is not serving you, obviously the health aspects, and prepare to let that go. But also prepare to replace it with something else. I want to replace procrastination and inactivity with something positive, and that is yoga. So these two are linked for me. I do not want to procrastinate anymore. And setting a goal of being at my mat gets me motivated and gets me into the day and gets me started with the things that I want to accomplish creatively. So these are all interlinked. You cannot cleanse or detoxify from a point of depletion and lack of nourishment. You can't fast, not even intermittent fasting, if you're not properly nourished and if your cells are depleted. You can't exercise when you are exhausted, and you can't take something from yourself when you are in need. So you cannot just take away your favorite food or your glass of wine or even your cigarette when you have not nourished yourself with something positive to replace it. So for example, I no longer say to people, to clients, take the sugar out of your diet, get rid of the white flour. That's the first thing you have to do. Just get rid of it. I no longer do that. I say add something beautiful to your diet, a beautiful head of broccoli or broccoli rabe, a beautiful salad, some gorgeous beets, something that is nourishing, that you like the taste of, that is good for you. Fill up your cup with these abundant, beautiful, healthy things, and let the negative habit spill out of your cup, and then leave it behind. So I encourage you to enter into 2020 with a lot of self-love, compassion. Changes begin in the heart, and it's only from the heart and this compassion and self-love that we can truly implement lasting change. You cannot hate yourself into change. You have to love and be grateful for something about yourself and about your life, and then move into more positivity. Thank you for listening today. Please click like and share this with your friends and your family. Please be sure to be subscribed as we go on to make more content for 2020. My commitment to making more creative content that will move the needle on your health and wellness. Look for me on Instagram at She Travels, She Eats and Amberlynn Vital. And until we meet again, live long, live strong, and make a difference.